So it may look like this is a maths lesson, but it's actually not. It's all about how to master using assignment operators. Now, I'm assuming you've all done elementary mathematics and a little bit of physics as well, so this shouldn't be too difficult for you to understand. And let's just forget about the lets, the vars here right now. And we see that x is equal to 10.0, y is equal to 10.0, and then z is equal to the square root of x squared plus y squared. Z then equals the length of the hypotenuse of then the triangle, if x is one side and y is the other side. Let's look at then the slope-intercept form. So we have the slope of 1.0, and we have then the y-intercept of 2.0. And the slope-intercept form is then y is equal to mx plus b. So we can see once again that this is nothing more than the basic algebra that you've learnt at school. And now we've got the kinematic equation to calculate final velocity with knowing the initial velocity, acceleration, and distance travelled. So the initial velocity is 10.0, acceleration is 9.81 meters per second, or 9.81 meters is gravity, and the distance travelled is 12.0 centimeters, meters, millimeters. It doesn't really matter. So the final velocity is then the square root of the initial velocity to the power of 2, plus 2 times the acceleration times distance. And this then gives you the final velocity. So if you're interested in learning a little bit of physics, then these are or a little bit of mathematics and a little bit of physics as well. Here's some basic equations for you. Now, what has that got to do with mastering assignment operators? Well, if you know algebra, if you've done algebra at school, you already know the assignment operators. The right-hand side of the equal sign is set in the value of the x or the y or the z. So you have got variables x, y, and z, and their values are being assigned. The values of the variables are being assigned of 10.0 and 10.0, and then z is being calculated from the value of the square root and the powers, etc., here. So the equal sign is doing nothing more than being an assignment operator here. Now, obviously, we're doing some mathematics here, but that's really all it is mathematics, and programming is nothing more than mathematics that a computer can then execute. But a computer knows here that x is now is immutable. It cannot be changed, but y can be changed. And as you can see here, we give it initial value of y here, and then we update the value here to y with mx plus b. All right, so we can see the y value can be changed, and we are using the assignment operator to reassign the value of y with a new value of this one expression. And once again, in this kinematic equation, we say let initial velocity is equal to 10.0. So we are assigning the value of 10.0 to the variable of initial velocity and saying that it is an immutable variable. And that is all done through by a single equals sign. And acceleration, once again, is being assigned the value of 9.81, and it is a double. So if we look at the type inference, it's a double, and that is immutable as well. And the distance here is being assigned the value of 12.0, and distance, once again, is a double. And we can see final velocity is also a double as well, because it's all of the values are doubles on the right-hand side of it. So it's been assigned a double value of the result of that expression. So this is an operator, and it's an assignment operator. On the right-hand side of the operator are operands, and this is then the final value. So it's an operand on the left-hand side and operand on the right-hand side, but the operand on the left-hand side is a variable, okay? And so the value of the operand on the right-hand side is being assigned to the variable on the left-hand side. It is nothing more than that, okay? So if you ever get confused about what is an assignment operator, just think about your basic algebra at school when you learnt this, and that is all it is x equals 2, y is equal to 2, z squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. Okay, that is basically it. This is how to master assignment operators. And also you learn a little bit of physics and a little bit of trigonometry as well. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And if you've got any questions, feedbacks or concerns about this one video, then feel free to pop them in the comment section down below. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao, and goodbye.